It's the middle of the week, today Wednesday, March 20th, 2013 on the Golden Rock. Good evening, I am Versely Kutar and this is CTC News broadcasting live from CTC Studios at Stations Mall. In tonight's local news, DP leader endorses referendum on Statia. Persons invited to attend pilot project backyard gardening in Nevis. New prices for gasoline set for March 2013. Island Council meeting set for Thursday. Details in local news after we return from a short break.
Don't touch that dot. To advertise your business or promote events, contact us at CTC on 318-1627, 318-4664 or 318-4453. CT Creativity, where creativity stands out.
CTC News, sponsored by Utel NV, Wynwood Island Bank, Kodo's Purchasing Services, and Duggins Shopping Center.
The ruling coalition in St. Eustatius Island Council of Democratic Party and Independent Island Council member Millicent Liverock organized a town hall meeting Sunday on the island's constitutional status. Various groups on the island are campaigning to convince the Island Council to organize a referendum to let Statia's people cast their vote on what they want for the island's constitutional future. A petition for a referendum set up by Brighter Path Foundation, St. Eustatius Awareness and Development Network, and Statia's Root Foundation has already been signed by more than 600 people. The ruling coalition decided to consult with the people on this topic, but as it turned out, only some 25 people attended the meeting. On the panel were Island Council members Liverock and Ruben Merkman, activist Wilhelm Spanner and Jacqueline Burko, agriculturist Melville Hazel, and Justice Punt as a representative of the younger generation. Commissioner Carlisle Tea later joined the audience and participated in answering the questions. He stressed that every situation has its negative and its positive sides. Merkman encouraged everyone to sign the petition and added that he had signed it himself already. He hailed it as a form of direct democracy. However, he commented that we have to trust the people to make the right choice. To that order, adequate information and education are required, according to him. Suggestions from the audience included a practical, straightforward identification of issues that need improvement so that a clear list can be compiled with discussion points in meetings with the Dutch government about the island's constitutional status. In answering a question from the audience, member of the Statia Constitutional Committee, Carol Jack, explained it is the committee's role to advise the Executive Council. The committee has two external advisors, state law professor Douwe Jan Elzinga and former governor of the Netherlands Antilles, Jaime Saleh. The Agriculture Department is encouraging housewives and persons who may be interested in taking up farming, local farmers, to sign up to the pilot project on backyard gardening to be held in Nevis at the fair on Thursday, March 21st, 2013. The island government is looking into the possibilities to give the locals interested in backyard farming the opportunity to learn and acquire knowledge through the pilot project to sustain oneself by growing your own food. At the fair, you will learn about the technologies in terms of drip irrigation that benefit the farmers in Nevis through the dry season. Another technology which they are hoping to enforce is forage banks, which is used in the livestock sector. Farmers can exchange ideas, learn from each other how to produce a massive production of products, and much more. To take part in the Nevis Agriculture Fair, you are requested to sign the registration form, which you can pick up at the office of Ms. Annika Marsden. She can be reached by phone on 318-2604. The waterman is leaving on Thursday, March 21st, with the participants at 6 a.m. Don't miss this opportunity to be a part of something large. The island government of St. Eustatius hereby informs the general public that the price for gas oil on the island of St. Eustatius has to be adjusted for the month of March 2013. Gas oil price is now $1.202 per liter. The new price will go into effect immediately at the pump station. The island government of St. Eustatius hereby informs the general public that the price for gas oil on the island of St. Eustatius has to be adjusted for the month of March. Gasoline price now stands at $1.453 per liter. The new price also goes into effect immediately at all pump stations. The general public is hereby informed that there will be a public meeting of the Island Council, which will be held on Thursday, March 21st, 2013 at 9:30 a.m. in the V.A. Lopes Legislative Hall. The agenda for said Island Council meeting is as follows: opening, setting of agenda, incoming documents and announcements, ratification of the decision list of the 7th of February 2013, Island Ordinance Levy and collection of road tax, adjustment of cattle legislation and instructions, constitutional status, and closing. Coming up next in regional news, OECS member states work towards juvenile justice information system. Anguilla's tourism showing worrying decline. Details in regional news and later international news after this.
Don't touch that dot. To advertise your business or promote events, contact us at CTC on 318-1627, 318-4664, or 318-4453. CT Creativity, where creativity stands out.
CTC-News, sponsored by UTLNV, Wynwood Island Bank, Kodo's Purchasing Services, and Duggins Shopping Center.
Welcome back. If you're just joining us, we have now reached our regional section for this evening. OECS member states are to meet in St. Lucia from Tuesday to Friday of this week on how to use credible data from social development programs to further inform policies for reducing or eliminating juvenile delinquency. The OECS's Secretariat's Juvenile Justice Reform Project, which is being funded by the USAID in the amount of $5.8 million, is collaborating with the United Nations Office on Drugs and Crime and UNICEF in hosting the 4-day workshop, which aims to provide participants with the methodology, and tools for measuring the effect of juvenile justice programs. Project coordinator Dwight Calixter believes an effective juvenile justice information system can ultimately influence better resource allocation and management, and with greater fiscal responsibility, member states can create a better enabling environment that they may contribute to economic development. The Juvenile Justice Information System will generally focus on children who are in conflict with the law and the methods used to reduce it. Data collection will include the number of children arrested, their ages, gender, the number in detention centers, level of equity in the services provided, level of connection between the delinquent child and the community, and the type of programs carried out to reduce the level of juvenile delinquency. The court systems, social services, penal system, national policymakers, and youth are anticipated key beneficiaries of the information system. In addition, the reports from the Juvenile Justice Information System will be available for public use. The creations of the service map is among the expected results of the 4-day workshop. Further described are the planned discussions as a move towards integrated services to help document where the juvenile services are, who are involved, and what information is collected at each of those points so that the resultant services can be better able to provide more targeted support towards the rehabilitation of and reintegration of juveniles for the betterment of communities. Also tonight in regional news, for the first time since 2009, Anguilla's tourism industry has experienced a 1.7% decline. This was disclosed by Project Officer in the Ministry of Finance and Economic Development, Nashada Webster, who said the decline was a warning about the situation regarding the island's main industry. Ms. Webster stated that notwithstanding the decline, tourism had contributed 23% in gross value added over the past years, but she stressed that there was need for action to stop the decline. She was at the time making her presentation for the medium-term economic strategy for 2010 to 2014 on Tuesday, March 12th. The project officer said that Anguilla, now in its 5th year of tourism decline, fell off the charts in 2008 with a negative growth rate of 0.3%. However, by 2010 and 2011, due to improvements in tourism and fishing, the economy still in a negative situation showed some progress. Ms. Webster reported that in 2012, gross value added stood at $547 million, but which represented a decline of negative 2.93%. She noted that there was a decline in every sector, especially the important construction industry. She added that the fishing sector grew by 0.5 percentage point. During the period 2003 to 2007, before the actual recession, Anguilla grew by 17.25%. In international news, Pope sets tone for humbler papacy, calls for defense of the weak. Pope Francis set the tone for a new, humbler papacy at his inaugural Mass on Tuesday, where he called for the Church to defend the weak and protect the environment. Addressing up to 200,000 people, including many foreign leaders, gathered under bright sunshine in St. Peter's Square, the Argentine Pope underlined the central message since he was elected by a secret conclave of cardinals last Wednesday that the Church's mission was to defend the poor and disadvantaged. The Mass, formally installing Francis as head of the world's 1.2 billion Roman Catholics, was much simpler and an hour shorter than the Baroque splendor of his predecessor, Benedict's inauguration in 2005. Although he is a conservative doctrinally as Benedict, Francis' simpler style and emphasis on the poor marked a sea change from his predecessor that had been widely welcomed by Catholics. The first Jesuit pope inherits a church mired in scandals over priests, sexual abuse of children, and the leak of confidential documents, alleging corruption and rivalry between cardinals inside the church government or curia. He has also been accused by some critics in Argentina of not doing enough to oppose human rights abuse under a military government during the 1976 to 1983 Dirty War, when some 30,000 leftists were kidnapped and killed. The Vatican has denied the accusations. In his homily, delivered on the steps of the giant St. Peter's Basilica, Francis, age 76, said the Church's mission means respecting each of God's creatures and respecting the environment in which we live. The message chimed with the teachings of the 13th century St. Francis of Assisi, from whom the Pope took his name, and who is a symbol of poverty, simplicity, charity, and love of nature. In another sign that he wants to maintain a simple life, Francis is still staying at the Vatican Hotel where he lived during the conclave and did not move into a suite reserved for him, a spokesman said. It is not clear when he will move into the Apostolic Palace. Coming up next, your 3-day weather forecast for the islands of St. Saba and St. Martin. Details on local weather conditions on these 3 islands just after this break.
Don't touch that dot. To advertise your business or promote events, contact us at CTC on 318-1627, 318-4664, or 318-4453. CT Creativity, where creativity stands out.
CTC-News, sponsored by UTLNV, Windward Island Bank, Kodo's Purchasing Services, and Duggins Shopping Center.
And now for your 3-day weather forecast, we'll begin on Statia and Saba. Tonight, March 20th, scattered showers with a temperature of 82 degrees Fahrenheit, 30% chances of rain with winds east at 16 miles per hour. Tomorrow, Thursday, March 21st, scattered showers with temperatures of 82 degrees Fahrenheit, 30% chances of rain with winds east-southeast at 15 miles per hour. On Friday, March 22nd, scattered showers with temperatures of 82 degrees Fahrenheit, 30% chances of rain with winds east at 12 miles per hour. We now move over to St. Martin. Tonight, March 20th, scattered showers with temperatures of 82 degrees Fahrenheit, 30% chances of rain with the winds east-southeast at 11 miles per hour. Tomorrow, Thursday, March 21st, scattered showers with temperatures of 84 degrees Fahrenheit, 30% chances of rain with winds southeast at 11 miles per hour. Friday, March 22nd, scattered showers with a temperature of 84 degrees Fahrenheit, 30% chances of rain with winds southeast at 6 miles per hour. That was your 3-day weather forecast, and that concludes another edition of CTC News Live. Join us again on Friday as we continue to keep you updated in local, regional, and international news. Until next time, do have a good one.